Welcome back, guys, to another episode. Thanks for stopping on by. Here we are in Mr. Random Uploader HD's little district, doing a little bit of a zoom-in shot here. So you have actually been asking for some, views of the city a little bit closer in. We're always looking, from a very up above kind of perspective. And Mr. Random Uploader HD himself was actually asking for some new policies in his district. So let's go ahead and drop some in. So kind of two birds, one stone. And it seems like so long ago that we built this area here. My goodness, right? For that first little group of those winter assets that we put in. Our fun little park here. I really like this area still. And what I like most about it is that it's really tall, buildings all around it, but we still have this kind of low to the ground kind of feel. Let's bring the sun up. Yeah, more buildings popping up now. That's kind of cool. Same with this big central park right here. Quite like that feel. Okay, so in terms of some policies, what I think we could definitely do is in this area there is a fair amount of traffic, and I mean like a fair amount, not necessarily a high amount, but a decent amount. Actually, let's take a look at our little traffic scale right here. And you can kind of see, I mean, it's not necessarily too backed up. Maybe this one street here is a little bit. So if we are going to do something with the policies, maybe we can do, let's see, there's something for, actually no, there's a free public transportation. We can do that. So that'll encourage people to kind of leave the car at home and hopefully switch over to a public transportation vehicle. So we can do that as one of our, we'll do an education boost. Always a good idea too. It does increase the budget, but we can definitely afford it. And we should probably put another school or something in here just to kind of make use of that. And let's make our people recycle too. That should probably help with garbage overall. And then now in terms of city planning, I would like to do a ban on heavy traffic through here. And then hopefully the vehicles and everything will start sticking to these avenues a little bit more, and then no one should be taking these small little cut-through streets unless you live here. And if you are a truck, you're only coming here to deliver goods, and then hopefully you'll leave right away. Because I don't want these streets to get backed up, because these ones here, they're... I mean, the streetcars are a little bit more affected by traffic, is basically what I'm trying to say. So if we can keep our streetcars moving, I think that's a good approach to keeping traffic going. Because then if the streetcars themselves aren't moving, no one's going to want to take them, and then that'll kind of add to the problem with more people driving. Okay, so let's put in another school over here. Already got, oh, looks like just those two down there. So maybe we can put a few, or maybe one or two. Oh yeah, we really are missing a whole bunch of people. Good thing that we are doing this. So ideally, I want to put this in a group of buildings that aren't so tall, so we don't really kill that first little bit of thing I was talking about, that look, Okay, so let's put this in, say, right here. Nice, good coverage. And then, sticking with our education theme, I would like another building in here. Not the end of the world if we're over here, though. Alright, that works. And then now, maybe we could drop in one of these with the churches. Just to kind of add a little bit more of a feel to the area too. Because obviously cities have churches. And the fact that this doubles for education is a bit of a bonus. Okay, so let's put a little bit of a path around the church. Let people kind of walk through here pretty freely. Excellent. Excellent indeed. Now this will add to the budget. So, we can afford it, but let's keep an eye on it. Not every district can get this kind of stuff. Okay, so we do have the one high school, it looks like, but we could probably benefit from one more, maybe down here. So our capacity versus our... we should probably put a few more, because basically the death wave is essentially over now. You can see our population actually has climbed quite a bit. It went down as low as 46,000, which kind of blew my mind. Because I've been letting the game just kind of run. That's why we have monstrous amounts of money, and most of these buildings are, high density now. But yeah, no, the city's come a long way. Anyway, so now you get, I can't even speak here. There are a lot of young people now living in the city, so we're gonna want to make sure that they are well educated as they mature in age. Yeah, there's pretty good high school coverage already over here. Maybe let's think about moving a little bit north. There we go. And my poor brain, just a little bit worn out, it seems like, because I can't seem to make sentences happen. Well, I can, but you know, they're a little slow sometimes. Alright, my goodness, so many of these buildings. Oh, we're not supposed to look at these. These are secrets. Right, I downloaded even more stuff. That's all stuff I want to use for our university campus, which I think we are going to do up here, now that I've kind of thought on it a bit more. And just in terms of overall growth, I have, like, I can't even keep a secret. I want to put it down now, but it's not going to work. Okay, well, I just want to show you guys. Okay, where is it? So some of you guys have seen this before, so it's not going to be that much of a shocker. But my plan, I literally can't keep a secret, and I've had this plan for a while now. My plan is to put this, oh, it does work. And we'll raise it up. I want to have this over here. This is the Golden Gate Bridge. So I thought that would just be wicked, wicked, wicked awesome to use somewhere in the city, or even have it like this, just kind of spanning. Oh, that would be so, oh my goodness, I can't wait. So I have to use the road anarchy for that. I'll have to buy probably 2 tiles, but oh my goodness. So that, like, let me know what you think about that, guys. That's definitely my little plan here. What is going on here? An eco-treatment garbage plant. Well, I would like to, I thought this did burn. No more room? Well, I don't understand. Okay, well, I'll let that thing do its thing. It should be burning trash, but apparently it's not. So let me maybe put another incinerator nearby. Sorry, getting a little bit sidetracked here, guys. Okay, so back over here. I believe we were on our schools. Right, we've done that. And then how's this policing and stuff? You know what, now that we have all these high density buildings, maybe we could beef up our police presence over here too. Just while we're at it. I mean, I kind of feel like this district here does house the most amount of people in the city, right? So might as well do our best to take care of it. Alright. We always put an additional police station versus removing one. I'm going to put that, say, right here where the buildings are still pretty high. There we go. I kind of like how it scales down from high buildings to a little bit of a medium kind of height. Quite nice. Quite nice indeed. I like these few random ones too. Well, alright. I think that's pretty cool. Oh, and do we have encourage biking on? I think we do already. Oh, we do. Okay, perfect. Alright. Well, we will come back and look at this at another moment, but I think that's a nice little improvement to the area. And then, as promised, let's look around at the city from a different perspective. Let's kind of sneak some peeks. Again, it just seems like so long ago we made some of these areas, right? Like even over here. Our stadium that's forever snowed in. Look how effective our public transit is. That's kind of fun, right? All these people using the metro. This guy's fed up with waiting, using his car. I don't know. For me, it's like the little details, right? Like the city, it's just like even the little neon lights and stuff and the signs and... You know, some of the buildings, they do have graffiti if you don't do a good job with police, right? So, it's just like that kind of stuff I really, really, really enjoy about this game. I'm all about the extras. I just love seeing all these TTC vehicles go through their streets. Man, do they hold a lot of people too. And up close to the city, it just feels so big. And the city itself actually is getting rather large and in charge. Where's some other fun areas? We have a little touristy spot that we still, you know, we're still working on. It's kind of neat here with the little hotel. I like these plazas a lot with that cobblestone. Oh, what a fun area! I forgot about this building too. Very neat. Oh no, a big fire over there. Oh goodness. We gotta make some more of these kind of areas, I think. They add a lot of character to the city. I like this layout too. That little roundabout and that kind of weird little horseshoe shape. A lot of fun symmetry in this city. And my goodness, we still have to fill in this park right here. I'll have to do that maybe off camera. Is this our train station burning to the ground right here? Goodness gracious me. I'll have to send every emergency vehicle available, which is good. Getting the extra special treatment. Alright, well, you know what? I think we should do some building. Otherwise, I can stare at the city forever. But if you guys have any spots you want to see, let me know. Maybe we can zoom in at the harbor again. And so what I did off camera is I added a few little side streets. So this right here, a little turnaround point for the trucks. And I just did some more zoning. And I decided to build the seawall up around here. And just kind of move, you know, all the land away. And I downloaded a mod for us to have unlimited dirt. So we can just kind of, you know, go at our leisure type thing when it comes to terraforming now. So we'll have to do a lot more of it. Which I'm very excited to do. And we can do a bit of terraforming to maybe raise the Golden Gate Bridge up a little bit, so that the ships won't have a hard time going underneath. Well, I'm excited for that, but that's way down the road. But I do want to buy this tile right here next, so that we can start working on, you know, upgrading this interchange. Okay, now as far as building goes, bring the lights back up. What I was thinking that we could do is maybe start to push over the highway, build something in here in terms of a new neighborhood. And I would ideally like to work a new interchange in as well. Because I think that if we can maybe get 1 or 2 interchanges on the outskirts of town, like, we're probably going to need one, you know, up around here as well. Now, there won't be so many people kind of piling into this main highway. Because, I mean, this intersection in particular is getting really backed up. So we need to, you know, have some of those people get off over here. So that's why I want to buy this tile. It's all just, you know, one thing leading to another, and it's like kind of a juggling act in between. Alright, well, what can we do in terms of symmetry? I mean, we can probably go with the highway, kind of continue these bus lanes, have this go across as another point of reference, and maybe make like another triangle shape, kind of goes like that. I'm not opposed to that. Is your bus lanes here? Okay, we could totally do that. Because we can make this part of town not have as many streetcars, and maybe we can focus more on buses. And the streetcars, because you get a bit more, you know, bang for the buck with all the high-density buildings. Down here, we can just kind of maybe keep them more focused to our downtown core. So I do want to make this almost like a really big, kind of like in-town suburb. So not too many tall buildings. And then I don't mind spilling over across the river with some tall buildings over here. But maybe keeping this whole area, that can all be low. Well, we'll see how it turns out. Alright, now probably one of these roads here should be upgraded to the 4-laner. Maybe we can just do this on the outskirts. Oh, that was bus. I want trams. So even though I just said all these things about bringing the trams, you know, not too much into the outskirts, I am going to kind of extend one little line through here. Doesn't mean we'll build it now, just kind of, you know, mental point of reference. I need to go to 12. Actually, what is the game plan here? What do you do with this? Maybe we should go straight. Follow the coast a bit better. Yeah, I'll go like this. Okay, so that works. That does not, though. Now, I imagine it's because of the pillars. I don't think going taller is the answer. I don't know. Alright, we'll just go on more of an angle just to kind of make that a little bit easier. It does kind of change the look of our area a little bit, but I'd rather the simplicity of this. No, maybe we do have to go taller. Yeah, maybe it was the height all along. Well, I mean, Alright, let's just do it really quick. Let's try it again. So my thoughts are, if we go even maybe from here and connect. So I want something going straight like this, just for the overall symmetry. Yeah, I mean, that's not too bad. It's just like, what are these going to connect to, though? That's kind of the main, like, the million-dollar question here, right? Let's get rid of this temporarily. I mean, is there anything stopping us from dropping into a roundabout and then connecting all the streets to that? You know, I do kind of like the sound of that. And we do like roundabouts. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a tiny one though. Once we make this slope a little bit more steep. Okay, so that was 10 units before. Let's make it 8 units now. That's still not too bad. And then we should be able to do a 4x4, I think. Excuse. I think. And I believe that should be enough room. Yeah, I think so. Okay, yeah, alright. Now, to preserve the shape of this, let's just do our little trick like this. And then now, $1 million question, can we get these in? I mean, if it has to be those, it has to be those. Like for connection points. It's just in a perfect world. Oh, okay, that's not so bad. And then maybe this one can now go like this. And then curve inward? Yeah, that's not also so bad either. And so this is the way out. So let's just put our one-ways here. Give ourselves some sun. Which would mean this would have to be the way in. Yeah, that's not so bad. Maybe it looks a little bit busy, but I think that's actually not so bad. But it should do a fairly good job of routing traffic. And we do have a few options for the streetcars too. Which is fairly convenient. Yeah, I think we'll keep it. I like this. Alright, so let's try something over on this side that's maybe in the same kind of ballpark idea. I think, though, we're going to have to maybe bring this down at a bit of an angle. But again, we're not really going for perfect symmetrical grids in the city. We are kind of trying to mix things up a little bit. Alright, so let's try. And, I mean, if it doesn't look good, we can always change it. For me, that's like kind of half the fun. I'm just the type where I need to see it first anyway. Because things always look better in my head. They're always simpler in my head too. And then now, if we go on the same angle outward, that we can change the shape of the pillar really easily. Oh, that's kind of fun. There we go. Alright, good job. I like this. Okay, so that's this, the perfect angle, right, the right angle. Leaving that. So why don't we go like this? Have this go close to the highway. And then let's make another roundabout. So maybe we can go like this. Actually, we'll connect that in a second. But let's make another roundabout right here, a rather big one. Then we can have a the 4-lane with buses. Goodness, 4-lane avenue with bus lanes. We can have that connect over here and also connect to the roundabout, and then connect to these bus-only lanes here. And then we can have a single road leave over here, and then kind of go near that tracks. So that should, again, looks like, yeah, it might sound crazy, but I think I kind of I think I see it. All right, wish me luck. So I'm going to use a 3-laner for this one. And let's go 7. I do want to connect about 4 or 5 streets onto this one. There we go. And just a little bit of a side note, it is nice to be home. I feel like I've been on the run a lot these days. Just basically it was like, you know, I worked a trade show, and then I did a few days of work in my regular job, and then I left to go to Vegas, which was awesome. And then, oh, we need tram tracks, so we can't do my original plan there. And yeah, and then I came back, worked another week, then on my weekends did a trade show. Or on that weekend did a trade show, worked another full week, and then left to go to Ottawa. And I brought my computer because I'm a maniac. That was good fun, though. I'm glad I did. I showed my friends my computer, too. Because actually, one of the guys I was there with, he brought his Xbox. And he's traditionally just a console gamer, so he was all excited and hyped up to see a PC like that. So it was kind of cool. Alright, so where are we going to connect these guys? There we go. Now, because it's a bigger roundabout, we don't have to worry as much about the snap points getting all messed up. Alright, so we could do something like this, right? And just maybe smooth the transitions out a bit. Basically what I'm after, though. And then that way, buses can enter when we, you know, connect these two. And then we can have a bus-only lane just kind of go on its own. Not bus-only lane, just have a 4-lane avenue with buses. You'll kind of see what I mean. That's a little bit smoother. I will take that. And then, like I was saying, we're also going to need one of these guys. Maybe find the snap point. Oh, actually, that's not a bad one right there. And then this one I'd just like to run alongside the tracks over here. And then what we might have to do is maybe upgrade like that. Maybe keep this bus only. And then maybe this can be a little bit cleaned up, because that's not necessarily the straightest of lines. But that again is just me being a little bit nitpicky. Which I definitely am. And then you run into problems like that. Oh goodness, I forgot. So I'll go like this. And just go like that. Perfect. Excellent. Now again, this does look a little bit odd, but once it's filled in, I think it'll look really cool. And let me just put the other road in so it kind of tells a bit more of the story for this area. And then we're going to need somewhere for the trams to leave as well. Otherwise, what is the point of doing... Oh man, would it be crazy talk? No, because we can't have it cross the train tracks. I was going to say, maybe make this a tram the whole way down. And then we have to connect over here. Oh my goodness. What a shame we can't cross train tracks with the trams. Okay. So, new plan of action. Oh, in case you guys did not notice, I will point it out. I did start running a, you can kind of see another bit of the track over here. So now instead of just going straight to the station, there's a little bit of a breakaway point right here for both areas. You can still make it to that station. And then this will just kind of follow over here and say maybe go up and over. Make that a 9. Then we can do a subway station. No, a subway station. We can do a train station and a subway station over here. All right, so yeah, let's do that. And then let's make that off the road that has the trams going through it. Or maybe this can be straight, just like that. Oh, but that's not. Yeah, no, that's not nice. So I like to be in line with this. Oh goodness, the lengths I go to get symmetry. Okay, so now we know that is symmetrical. Fortunately, it is elevated, but that is not the end of the world. So that right there, kind of, sort of, yes, that's the one. Okay, so do that. Get rid of all this. Maybe keep that last a little bit just in case. I did see that was slightly off. Not enough that would really drive me nuts though. Which is why I didn't change it. Alright, so we'll keep essentially this as a straight line. Just so we get some symmetry through here. And then there was talk of doing an interchange, which I still think can be accomplished, to be honest with you. Alright, so trams come in, trams go out, that's fine. And now we just need buses to go... Now what is the answer? Do they go up and over, or do they go underneath? Or do we make this bridge a little bit... All very good questions. Just want to pause it because I think I have the answer. Alright, trains, speak to me. Okay, so that will go like this. And this one will go up. Alright, there we go. Now, that I believe is on the same... Look at this. Is that slightly crooked, or am I just seeing things? I think I'm just seeing things. Okay, so we'll bring this up. Now, because of the pillars being so close to each other, I'm going to have to make that a little bit staggered. That's totally fine. Maybe we can actually make that a little bit longer in the little butt part right over here. There we go, that makes it a bit smoother. Okay, now we can put a road with our bus lanes without any obstructions. That seems to be a good angle too. Look at that! Alright! We did it! I think that goes straight up just for the sake of the old symmetry. Make these go around. Again, just for the sake of the symmetry, but this way we now start to get an idea of what this area is going to look like. And then we need to make these two meet. And I wonder if we can maybe put this one across the street. Across the river, just as a placeholder for a little bit later. And then we can maybe find at the connection point, say right here, just for the sake of getting symmetry. Oh, we also have this side too, right. Okay, well let's maybe bring this over first. Okay, bring this across, give ourselves a bit more room for the pillars. And actually, why don't we put the road in first? Oh goodness, of course. Alright, well you know what, luckily everything here is essentially fixable, so put that in afterwards. And again, luckily we have like lots and lots and lots of money, so I am not stressed in the least bit to have to spend a little bit more here for our, you know, our experiments. Okay, so let's go like this. And did not mean to make that a 3-piecer. Now, same issue where we can't cross because of the train tracks, right? So why don't we build ourselves a bridge? Or is it more logical? Like, I would probably see a train being on the bridge more so than the road and the tram tracks. So why don't we go like that? And why don't we go... maybe if I can back that up slightly. Actually, why don't we do this part first? It's like, you know, like I always say, it basically it's like a big puzzle, right? You're trying to figure out what piece goes where, and just kind of the fun of building the city. And so I mean, when I'm building, because some of you say, like, you know, like, how do you see this? How do you do it? I just, you know, I see the bigger picture in my head, and I just slowly, kind of like a puzzle, or just, you know, like basically Lego or something, right? You just slowly build it, piece by piece. And try and have some fun and mix things up along the way. It's like this area, right? A little bit different than the rest type things. So that's what I try to do as well. So don't be afraid to be creative, is kind of what I'm trying to say. But you should have a master plan in your head, otherwise you'll just run into all these dead ends and the city won't make much sense, and, you know, those kind of issues, right? Now, I wonder... No, that's probably not going to work. I should instead curve with the train tracks. Maybe not the same... Well, that didn't really work. Maybe we can try and keep the same profile, because that really was not a good job. so let's stay relatively tight to the inside here. That does kind of bend a little bit, but I think I'll keep it. And then now, maybe this can even be a tunnel. But let's make this one not as steep. Hey, alright, we are doing stuff. Great. Okay, this is really cool. So this now works. This is now connected. Excellent. This will be a busy roundabout, so hopefully we won't run into too much traffic over here. But I think we should be okay. I don't know why we wouldn't be. Most of this will be trees anyhow when we're all said and done. And basically all these open areas, I'm just a little bit lazy. Same with, making this park, right? I just haven't... I mean, these days, it's just my spare time. It's just like, essentially non-existent, which is kind of why I'm slowing down, unfortunately, a little bit with getting these episodes out. But I don't have anything planned for this weekend, luckily. So basically, I'm all yours, guys. So expecting to get some, some content for some other things I've been, working on. So be able to see some old familiar cities, which I'm looking forward to. All right, now what is the issue right here? Aha, it's the angle. Every time. Okay. Now, the solution would be to slightly turn like this, right? And then to change the angle of this. Well, let's go like this so it looks a little bit more intentional. Yeah, it's a bit nicer. I like that. Still flows nicely. Ah, but yes, we still have the issue of how are we going to get our other train station in. So let me actually still use this before I get rid of it, to be honest with you. I think we'll use it. Okay. So let's go like that. And actually we'll just connect. Why wouldn't we, right? Oh no! Okay, but we are going to make that work. I can totally see why the no pillar mod was made in the first place. I should test that again, see if it's working. I didn't realize that it was my copy of the game that was actually causing a lot of the issues with the mods I use. And I'm going to have to make an updated mod list just in general for you guys. So stay tuned for that. And again, still, I'm so sorry, guys. The asset list, I'm so sorry. I will get to it, though. Maybe this weekend. Yes, actually, yeah, I can do it this weekend. All right, this is a really cool new station I just downloaded. Let's try and use this. All right, now, I mean, in a perfect world, we would put it around here. So why did you just build that road? That's one little side street. Will it really get too much traffic? I don't know. We also have these elevated stations, but I haven't really figured out if that's working yet. Oh goodness, I hate being so indecisive. Alright, well, let's commit to something here. So let's put this in. And then... is there actually enough room, I wonder, in the back here? Oh, that's actually not the right... we need this one. Aha, the mystery is thickening. Okay. So let's delete this for one split second. And I mean, where else could we go? I don't really want to start breaking through with train lines here. It kind of defeats the point of having all the subways and everything, right? But we do need this to be elevated just for the sake of these roads right here, and for the sake of this rail interchange. I just would love to have train stations over here. So, okay, well, you know what we're going to do is we're going to put one over here. That gives us, I think, probably the best option. That way we don't have to bust anything up. Alright. Now, in order to win this little game we're playing right here, let us put in a side street. Make that nice and straight. And we'll just have that connect like such. And that does unfortunately make lights, so what we can do is our little trick here with the one-ways. There we go. And that gets rid of the set of lights there. And that's pretty well spaced, so I think we're okay with that. Alright, now... train... Ooh! If we go like this, then we can have the other train go in line with that. Oh, very nice. I see what you're doing. I like it. Very good. Alright. Now, can we make this speak nicely with that? Oh, yes. Oh, goodness, no. That was... Whoa. Hey now, buddy. What are you doing? Maybe the secret is to stay ground level for a bit. Oh, yeah. I think that's it. Ah, but maybe we wanted to make this on a separate... No, you know what? I think we're far enough out of the main core of the city that we don't need to have a bypass line over here. Let's just hope this doesn't become too busy of a train station. We can always put one in later, I guess, but... there's not a lot of room, right? Unless, yeah, there's definitely not enough room. Oh my goodness, no way. No. I mean, I don't know, let's just do it. Why not, right? We haven't really built anything. I mean, I think really it would look nicer, because then this will be a little bit more in line with that, right? I think one more time. Okay, try this again. So that goes like that. Oh, no, 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 don't tell me there's not a room. Oh, darn it. Okay, so over one more. I'm just worried about how that's going to start looking. Okay. There we go. Oh, but you know what? In order for this to be an effective bypass, we can't have the bums of any trains hanging out, and that's not really going to be, enough room. Oh boy, oh boy. So what we could do now instead is move this, whoopsies, further down just to give it that extra little bit of room. That might... no, it's still not enough. I think we need maybe even just a little bit more. Oh, goodness gracious me. But again, these little things, they're just important to kind of, you know, I mean, just do them early on, right? And spacing, that kind of stuff is important. Otherwise, it defeats the point, right? Like, what's the point of this bypass if all the trains waiting here are blocking, you know, the access to the bypass, right? And that's a little bit of an added bonus. Now we can get a little bit more train traffic through here. Oops, those are the wrong style. Okay, so bring this up over here. Move that straight. Excellent. And now these ones can connect. Cool, but I'm sure that can look a little bit nicer if we tried. And then I think that's it. I think we'll call it an episode. We are unfortunately out of time. But, you know, the build will continue. We're definitely in no rush. Oh, did I do something silly? I did. I did indeed. Now, unfortunately, these tracks, you can't upgrade them one way, so you have to use a fresh set. That's no problem. And again, these little things, good thing we spot them now. Okay. Anyone else? Yes. And there we go. Alright guys, well yeah, join me in the next episode, and when we get there, we'll be doing a little bit more construction in this zone. Kind of getting this area all filled in. Get ourselves up to 60,000 people. And yeah, let me know what you think of this. I think what I'm going to do too is maybe smooth this out a little bit. We'll keep the general shape though, but I think this has to be cleaned up slightly, just for the sake of the symmetry. And then again, once this is all filled in with trees and stuff, it should look nicer as well. Okay guys, well, I'll see you in the next one. Look forward to reading the comments. And I hope you don't mind this a little bit of a longer episode. I know some of you guys like that, but I try not to go this long too often. So you guys let me know what you think of that as well. Alright, I will see you in the next one. And until then, take care of yourselves. Alright, bye. I'm such a weirdo. Alright guys, take care.